this thing here, Lord. So Brakataya Hawa, Brakataya Shai, Brakataya Hawa, Brakataya Shai, Brakataya Hawa, Brakataya Shai. First and foremost, want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well at Great Millstone. And a blessed sanitation to the Akiams in the four corners of the earth to push in the gospel and sincerity in truth. Shalom. This evening I want to bring the next lesson out to feed the elect of the nation of Israel, the 144,000, the one-third men and children. One of the Akiams sent this article in our WhatsApp group. Right, this is Fox News, right? It's a British supermarket became the first in the world to use finger vein payment system. So this what they're using, this is gonna be a finger vein ID to identify yourself. So there's another step closer to this RFID microchip, right? So they're using your vein now as an ID. Fingerprint is a difference between a vein payment system, right? Because I watch a video of the devil say, any way you touch, your fingerprint can be there, right? But what they're using now, they're scanning your vein inside your finger, they're scanning your vein, so there can be a vein ID, right? And this is another step, like I say, closer to the RFID microchip, which Revelation chapter 13 verse 16 17 speak of. The vision that John the prophet, that the Most High revealed to him, and our apostle, from GMS, our elders was teaching this, years, that the RFID at the mark in Revelation 13 is the RFID microchip. It is the chip, right? And every day it revealing more and more, right? So I just want to run this video. It's a British supermarket became the first in the world to let shoppers use their vein to pay for grocery. The vein, right? It's a customer at the cost cutting shop at the London Bromell University pay using their vein pattern to identify themselves. So there's your vein these devil using. They make it a vein ID now, and this is just get you people acquainted with this technology, So when they collapse this economy system and they bring the microchip, people gonna run and take it easy, but you people gonna be destroyed because you people getting lead to the slaughter. You people gonna be burning when those missiles hit. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, repent and turn back. Do not take this chip, right? It's a sheltered. The CEO Nick Dryden, the company behind the technology, joined Fox Business on Monday to discuss his high-tech finger vein scanner. Right? There's a difference between a fingerprint and a finger vein. Right? They're using your vein in your finger to identify yourself now. Right? It said the technology used infrared light to scan people's finger vein, and he said, and then use a biometric to link their bank card. Then use a biometric to link their bank. So the vein and everything link up to the account, everything, So this is a wicked device, right? The internet kind of listic. So lucky. The internet kind of listic, and so so lucky to you, Akiums out there, if it when I run the video, it kind of stick, because the devil, he don't want this word to go out. The Most High skin up in nakedness, to what they are shy, the devil skin up in nakedness, you can't stop this word from going out, but the internet kind of moving a little slow, so I'm gonna try this our best to get it to run, let's see, it's open up. So let's open up and get this video to run. Alright, it says, let me see. I'll open it wide. If I open it wide and South Run, I'm going to open it wide and see. If it's alright, so let me get this down.
like forget the cash or the plastic. Now your payment option is right at your fingertips, literally. Customers at the Cost Cutter supermarket at London's Brunel University are the first in the world to pay for their groceries with finger vein scanners, developed by technology firm Staller. Joining us right now is the CEO of Staller, Nick Dryden. Nick, good to see you. Thanks very much for joining us. Congratulations on this. Explain how the technology works.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, the technology works quite simply. We use near-infrared light, which scans your finger. Your hemoglobin absorbs infrared, and we get a very clear pattern of your vein structure. So much so that we can get 1,500 point map reference from your finger. So it's a very, very strong biometric.
Hey, this is Jason Chaffetz. Interesting technology. Why is it better than, say, maybe a retinal scan? Here in the United States, I signed up for Clear. When you go through the airport, they take a scan of my eyeballs, and I can go. I don't have to touch anything. Why do you think this is better than doing a retinal scan?
So we're kind of dealing with points of sale and gates to get into places like football stadiums and festivals. And it comes down to cost versus speed versus usability. With this biometric, the devices are relatively inexpensive. Compared to retinal scan, it's massively cheaper. It's very practical. People don't mind using their fingers. Some people have an issue using biometric full stop, but definitely more so if it's a retinal scan. But I think because we're cheap, we can do a cloud, and we can do a cloud match within. So we're matching in the cloud, and we can do a cloud match within 200 milliseconds, which I think is a little bit more difficult with retinal.
Are there any health risks to any of this? I mean, whether it's a retinal scan or your veins in your finger, what are the health risks?
Well, this is a medical piece of technology anyway. I don't think there's any health risks. Infrared is present in the sunlight, so this device made by Hitachi was used to spot the early signs of heart disease. It can also spot the early signs of diabetes. So it's a very well made piece of kit. It's been in the industry for years, but as medical. Not in any way links to point of sale.
Nick, how do you get customers comfortable with this? I mean, I have to admit, when I read this and then thinking about doing it, it just seems a little too sci-fi, maybe just a little bit too weird. Is there a kind of a break-in period for customers here, or are people just very willing to go through this?
Well, it's a good question. We've been testing this since 2012 in music festivals. You know, it's just so we could introduce a cashless system. People are kind of wary of biometrics. I don't know if it's the same in America, but in Europe, fingerprint and DNA has always been used against us. It's always been synonymous with crime. So I think people have got to get over that step. But I think when they realise that what we actually, when we make a little crypto key from your finger vein pattern, that is completely anonymous in our database. So if anybody ever gets in there, there's nothing that they can actually find that they can reuse. So a lot of education has to go with this kind of technology so that people understand how safe it is, how accurate it is, and how quick it is at identifying you, because all you need is you don't need to carry anything. Lots of other kind of biometrics are linked to devices that we need to take with us. So if we lose them, we lose the ability to identify ourselves.
Nick, are you
so yeah, I think it's down to education. We need to talk to people. Yeah.
Are you coming to the U.S.? Any businesses here using the technology?
We're coming to the U.S. in October. We're going to be at Money 2020. Please come and see us there. Fingo Pay. There's a lot of US businesses talking to us already. and we'll start the conversations next.
Yeah, hi, Jason Chaffetz again. Again, explain the difference between a finger vein versus a finger print. You know, you go on your Apple phone and I can unlock it with just my fingerprint. Why is this better? And is it more secure?
So with fingerprint, Jason, we tend to find it doesn't work. It's less reliable. If your hands are wet or dirty or slightly sweaty, you tend to find that will not work, and we can't take that chance. Fingerprint also is latent, so I can leave it on a glass, I can leave it, everywhere I touch, I'll leave a fingerprint. So it's probably one of the easiest to acquire biometrics known to man. I mean, the science of acquiring a fingerprint has just been around for about 30 years. This is internal.
Yeah, so the devil trying to stick it, but that's basically it right there, right? They're using your vein, to identify people now. So they're gonna be when you scan your vein through this biometric machine, they're gonna identify who you is, identify your.
It's such an interesting question because I have friends that say, "Oh, don't use social media." See, I don't go to tweets. Tweeting is like a typewriter. When I put it.
Yeah, so lucky about that, Akiums.
And you put it immediately on your show. I mean, the other day I put something out, 2 seconds later I'm watching your show. It's up.
You're right.
Alright, so
We're watching your Twitter feed.
Okay, and
yeah. Yeah, so Nick Dryden was saying, that the infrared can pick up identify the person through the vein in the finger, right? You're gonna identify them through the vein in the finger, and they're gonna be your ID.
Right? Forget the cash or the plastic. Now your payment option is right at your
Isn't that kind of
fingertips? Literally, customers at the cost cutter.
Oh boy. Alright, so lucky that again, Akiums. Yeah, so alright, so we know this is a wicked device by this devil, and this devil trying to be like the Most High, because the Most High know your deepest thought, the most secret thoughts, right? The Most High know your whereabouts and everything. The Most High gonna know your thoughts even before you even to imagine the thoughts, right? So these devils want to be like the Most High, right? This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, Salaki, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4, who oppose and exalt himself above all that is called God, right? This is these devil, starting with the elite banking family, you Rothschild, Rockefeller, you are the Edomites, right? It says, who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, right? So he want to be worshipped for this technology because he believe in this technology. He saw worship this technology, and we doing it, making it comfortable and get you people more close to this technology, right? That's why another one the devil say is if you feel like it's cyber, a kind of space movie, the cyber movie, right? But this is all deceit. This is all deceitfulness. This is pure deceitfulness, right? He said, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 4, who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple as God of God, showing himself that he is God. And that's what the so-called white man want to do. You want to feel he's God. Everything the Most High do, he trying to come and correct it. There's the devil, right? There's the devil, right? This is the same serpent was in the garden who deceived Eve. The same subtle beast, right? And a serpent is a wise person, right? You have wise is a wise person, but Esau is a crafty, wicked, deceiving serpent. Because even Yahweh Shai is known as a serpent, wise as a serpent, and harmless as a dove, right? But the so-called white man, he deceiving and tricky. He's the devil, right? And this is the same serpent, right? That was in Genesis, right? In the beginning, who deceived Eve. It's the same thing the serpent doing again today, right? This is Isaiah, right? Isaiah 32:7. It said the instrument also of the churl are evil. And when you go back to the churl, right, the word churl, right, in the blue letter, it tell you that is a person, a knave, right? Knave, the word knave is spelled Knave, right? Knave. When you check up the word knave, it go back to a tricky, right? A tricky or a deceitful fellow, a deceitful fellow, or a dishonest person. This is where the word knave go back to. So this is a dishonest person, or a deceitful fellow, a tricky person, right? This word churl, right? So they said the instrument also of the deceitful person are evil, right? So the churl, like I said, the word churl go back to a tricky or a deceitful person, right? He said he devised wicked device to destroy the poor with lying words. And these is lying words because they're using your vein in your finger through the biometric, right, to connect with our information to identify yourself. Because they claim that you can last these ID we have present right now, you know, because this devil plan is to chip everybody on the face of the planet, right? This devil is this devil plan, and also the Georgia guy Stone to maintain the population under 500 million. So this devil got a big agenda coming up. You know, this you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native Americans, if you don't take heed, y'all gonna be destroyed. Y'all gonna be destroyed. Do not take that microchip. Repent. Turn away from the ways of this society. It's evil upon evil and evil coming into this place, right? And you fake ass camp out there, like the ISUPK, you know, and GOCC and these other camps saying that the microchip is not the mark of the beast. You know, the most I can destroy you niggas if you don't repent. You know, I showing clearly and clear as the day go by that the microchip, these devices manifesting it leading to what the RFID microchip, right? This is just to get you people comfortable with this technology, and when they crash the system, they're gonna make mandatory the microchip, right? And when you go back to Revelation, in the word mark in Revelation 13, in the Greek is karagma, which means to stick and prick. And how they put in the microchip in you, they sticking it up in your hand or any part of your body. And you so-called Negro, Latin, and Native American, and you take the chip, you're gonna be destroyed by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You're gonna be part of the second death, which is fire. When those missiles hit, right? It say he divided wicked device to destroy the poor. The poor is you so-called Negroes, Latin, Native American, Indian, with lying words, even when the needy speak right. And the needy is the men the Lord started with our apostles and elders at GMS. When they speak right, they are against them, right? They're against them, you know, because this is wicked devices. Right, this is wicked devices. Psalm 64, right? Psalm 64 and 5. He said they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They encourage themselves in an evil matter, right? He said they commune of laying snare privately. Yeah, they commune of laying snare privately. You know, the first to come up with the coin. no, what first was the coin, right? Then the dollar bill. Then they come up with the cards. Then they start using your phone. Now they're using your vein within your finger through the biometric to identify you and also to pay for stuff. Then when they crash the economy system and the dollar die, they're gonna bring the RFID microchip, right? So that's the intention. That's why he said they commune of laying snare privately. They say, who shall see them? The man the Lord seeing you. The man the Lord revealing your nakedness through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Starting with our elders and our apostles at GMS. Revealing your wickedness, right? He said they search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search. Yeah, they search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search. So they're getting you people more acquainted with this technology. So when they bring the chip, you people can say, oh, this is the trend, right? But it's wickedness. It's all deceitful, right? It's a make you people gonna be destroyed, right? He said both the inward thoughts of every one of them and the heart is deep, says it's wickedness, right? It's wickedness. We know this device is a wicked device. It is a wicked device, right? This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us. Satan is the adversary, which is the so-called white man. Starting with the elite banking family. You's the head. Rothschilds and Rockefeller, y'all are the heads, the head devils, right? And these men like Nick Dry. Then these is your disciples who on the field pushing out your agenda, right? So lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of your devices. The men, the Lord, are not ignorant of your devices, right? We know this is the next step closer to the RFID microchip. And you simple-minded niggas out. This is not no joke. This is not no joke. These devil plans to eliminate the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latin, Native American, Indian. This is our enemy. Psalms 83 tell us who's the enemy. Read Psalms chapter 83 and you can see who's the enemy. Starting with the so-called white man, the tabernacle, the Edomites. You so-called white people are the Edomites. Then go to the Ishmaelites, which is the Arab. Then the Moabites, the Chinese, the Ammonites, the Japanese, the Mizmarim, the Africans, Tyrese, the Syrians, Elamites. All these is our enemies, right? These are our enemies. You jakes need to wake the fuck up. This is not no game. This is serious. This is not no game, right? This is Psalms 20. This is Psalms chapter 20. Salaki, and let's slow the precept. This is Psalms chapter 20, verse Psalms chapter 21. Psalms chapter 21, verse 11. He said, "For they intended evil against thee." For they intended evil against thee. This is an evil thing. This scanning your vein in your finger through the biometric to identify is an evil thing. That is an evil thing, right? He said they imagine a mischievous device. They imagine a mischievous device. This is a mischievous device, which they are not able to be. Which they are not able to perform. They're not going to be able to perform this because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to destroy them. They're not going to be able to perform it, right? The Most High going to destroy this one world order, just like we did in the beginning of the kingdom of Babel. Come down and confound the language and scatter everybody. This time is missiles. This time is missiles, right? This time is missiles. ICBM missiles. This is Job. This is Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in strain. When he said, "Well, yes, I get everything in order. When you world order stand," He can be in strain, mean difficulties. He can be in difficulties, right? Every hands of the wicked shall come upon him. Every hands of the wicked shall come upon him. These other nations are gonna shoot the missiles at him, right? Because these nations fed up America. They fed up, right? They can't deal with them. They can't trust them anymore, right? Verse 3, Salaki verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, meaning he establishes his new world order, his wicked kingdom, his wickedness. He got people, because the man the Lord not gonna take the chip. Many Lord not gonna take the chip. Some we gonna be put to death, right? He say, when he's about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and those missiles, the ICBM missiles, the Mosai wrath and the Mosai fury, right? The missile is that, right? And I think it's Psalms 56. Not Psalms 56. Isaiah. I think it's Isaiah 50. Isaiah 50. Just a minute, Salaki. Let me see. I want to quote the wrong precept. Isaiah. I think it's Isaiah. Yeah, Isaiah 54:16. Right? The Mosai says he created the smith. And if you read Jeremiah 50:25, right, the Mosai tell you that Jeremiah 50, I make sure you write down. Yeah, Jeremiah 50:25, the Mosai said the Lord Yahweh had opened his armory and had brought forth the weapon of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Right? So the Mosai saying, he say, when he is about to fill it, back in Job chapter 20 verse 23, when he's about to fill his belly, the Mosai shall cast his fury of his wrath upon him. And there's those missiles, right? He say, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So the Mosai anger is these missiles with this nation going to shoot at America, right? He said, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of the steel shall strike him through. The bow of the steel shall strike him through. So he gonna be destroyed, right? He gonna be destroyed. Salaki, I'll close it off with this one here. This is Psalm chapter 7, verse 14. He said, behold, he travailed with iniquity, and had conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood. And this is this devil, you so-called white race, you are the devil, you Edomites, right? He said he made a pit and digged it, and it's fall into the ditch which he made. You're gonna fall into your own ditch. You're gonna be destroyed. And you banking family, you elite banking family, you Rothschild Rockefeller, you're gonna be the first fruit of slaves, right? Thus said the Lord, right? Isaiah 24, you're gonna be the first fruit of slaves, right? It's verse 16. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come upon his own plate. Yeah, he can come back upon you. The Most High gonna destroy you devils, So you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, take heed. Let's want to run this next video, to edify the church, right? Because this next video to run here, let me see if I get it, right? To show you this. I think the same video was running in the background when Fox News was interviewing Nick Dryden, something like that. He named Nick Dryden or something like that, right? So I just want to see if I get this video to run, just to edify the church, right? To show that, all these devil got everything planned out, and all these devil programming the people, all the programming people to get them in tech. As the apostle said, the internet of things, to get them to be in the internet of things, because everybody right now is on this big social media, everything, right? So let's run this video to edify the church, right?
Introducing the weekly shop of the future. Forget the dinosaur days of using your card or, heaven forbid, cash, but welcome to a world where you can pay via the veins in your fingers. Sounds like a spooky sci-fi film, I know, but today this shop became the first supermarket on the planet to use the new technology. So after a quick spree, I'm giving it a go. Here's the science bit. Using infrared, the machine scans the veins in my fingers. The computer then links this unique biometric map to my bank details. There you have it. That's an exciting look into my world. My shopping for the week tick. Now I'm hoping to pay using just the tip of my finger. Hopefully it's all going to run smoothly. Hello, how are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye. And look at me go. The tech savvy among you may already be familiar with fingerprint ID, but experts say this new method is different because it scans the unique layout of your veins, which is virtually impossible to fake. The company behind it say it will be available in shops and bars across the country by next year.
What we've found is there's a lot of hassle using a card. You lose the card, you have to remember a PIN, if you have your phone, it has to be charged. We're just making it as convenient as possible to pay for something.
So how did we get here? The first official coin currency was minted in 600 BC. Fast forward 2,000 years later to the arrival of paper money and checks. Paper turned to card in the 20th century, with the first credit card issued in the UK in 1966. Cut to 2007 when contactless came along. And in 2014 we saw the first mobile payment.
They're making you forget that you're spending money. So off you go in a carefree way. Might as well have a coffee. Oh, that muffin's nice as well.
Of course, no amount of technology can come in the way of the first rule of retail. The customer is always right. Did it feel a bit creepy that somebody somewhere has got, like, you know, a map of your veins? Or you call it?
Not really. I think this finger painting is much more safer than actually using a card, to be honest. And it's less hassle because I don't really have to look into my bag and look for my card.
It feels really safe.
Okay.
Nobody can take my finger.
The good news, the process of paying speedy. The bad news, dangerous if you're a fan of impulse buys. Minnie Stevenson, 5 News.
So this dragon doing business, these devils got a map, right? It says a map of your vein, right? So the vein, your vein in your finger, with the biometric, it link back to your account, your credit account, right? So this is a wicked device. This is just another close step to the microchip, right? So you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native Americans take heed, repent, and turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You're gonna need Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in these days. These days are evil. It's evil upon evil gonna come in, right? So with that, hope this was edifying. We want to give our praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule at Great Millstone. And a blessed sanitation to the Akiums in the four corners of the earth to push in the gospel and sincerity and truth. Shalom.